You wouldn't put your child in a car and tell them to drive down the road without any driving experience. So why are we putting them online with no life experience and no critical thinking skills, without adequate resilience and emotional intelligence? Really, it comes back to setting boundaries, guidelines for your child until they're of age, and getting them to understand that that's a vital part of being given the privilege of the internet. That when it comes to their safety, if they compromise that in any way, it's our duty as their parents to intervene and keep them safe, and that's just the way it is. So we have an online contract at the Carly Ryan Foundation that we partner with the AFP on, and it's available through the Think You Know website as well, and that's a great tool for parents to be able to implement. So when they hand over the device and they hand over the access to the internet, these are the basic guidelines you need to follow to be given the privilege of this service. And so essentially you become like a shield, and you want to protect your kids from inappropriate contact, and you need to talk to them about the different scenarios they may come across. So those critical thinking skills are super important, because we can't be with them all the time. They need to be able to understand when and how to deal with particular scenarios that may happen and unfold when they're talking to people on the worldwide internet. So for parents, I think it's really important to put those guidelines in place, but also for them to educate themselves about the applications their kids are using. Having a look at the apps that are on your kids' devices and knowing more about them. So we have app fact sheets on our website, carlyryanfoundation.com, and there's fact sheets on a whole bunch of different applications, which essentially talks to you about what the application is, how it works, what are some of the things that we need to be mindful of, settings. Then once you have education and knowledge and awareness around the applications your kids are using, then you know whether they're enabling private chat functionality, if their live location is being shared, so you are able with them to set those settings appropriately to reduce the risk of something happening to them. We can't wrap them in cotton wool, but what we can do is reduce the risk of somebody being able to literally step into their bedroom through their phone, because that's essentially, a phone is like a window to the world. And I think that's where, young people need to understand that it's not about invading privacy. It's not about wanting to inhibit their interactions with friends online and, be boring parents. This is having our young people understand that online child exploitation is a multi-billion-dollar industry.